I want to talk to you about the benefits of strength training for longevity. Now, a lot of people think that bodybuilding and strength training is for bodybuilders, and especially much younger bodybuilders. But I'm here to tell you that is not the case. It's really important to continue this practice if you want to enjoy a high quality of life, especially as you age, for a long and healthy life. First of all, the benefits of strength training is that it helps you maintain strong bones, which keeps you from falling. That's the big thing that we fear as we age. Our balance sometimes can get a little out of whack, and you may not even know it. That has personally happened to me, although I haven't fallen from it, but that is always the risk. I actually had a broken rib from, and I did a video on that. It was just a total accident at a swim meet. And it had nothing to do with working out or my lack of balance or anything. It was an obstruction that wasn't marked. But you want strong bones. You want to avoid that bad baby osteoporosis. And you can reverse it once it's diagnosed, but you got to really work at how do you build your bones, in part by having strong muscles that surround all of these bones. Now, I got a little bit of 71-year-old creping going on there, but as you can see, my lack of activity, which has been the result of my past few months of dealing with these wild and crazy obstacles that got in my course, that got in my way. I was not working out like I was, and now I've started running again. So, just trying to keep the body in shape and feeling good, because it feels good to work out, and it feels good to work out with weights. And part of having strong bones is not only the muscle strength that supports your back and your whole skeletal system, but it's also about creating osteoblasts in your bones, creating new bone growth. And that's what weight training really does. So it doesn't matter if you are using a weight like that. Do not let it collect dust bunnies like that. Or you can use, oh my gosh, we're getting it here. This is the 15-pound kettlebell. And see, look how it makes your muscles just kind of pop up there. And that's what you want to do. You don't necessarily have to start off with 15 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 3 pounds, 2 pounds, whatever works for you, it's all good. And you just want to keep that momentum and keep a routine going so that maybe just 2 or 3 times a week that you're working with weights. The other cool thing about working out with weights, and I did this morning at the gym, it boosts your metabolism, it keeps your energy up, and just all of your bodily functions are doing what they're meant to do because you are challenging them with weights. And as you can see, it also keeps you more energetic. It keeps your mobility going. It keeps your flexibility going. All of that with strong muscles that weight training, strength training will do for you. It just has so many different benefits. And when you have strong muscles, you also are able to do all kinds of things that maybe as you age you wouldn't be doing. Reaching, bending over without pain. That's just such a huge thing too. And when you are working all the muscles, especially in your upper body, it all connects into your back. And sometimes as we become couch potatoes, we actually get bone spurs and growth in places that we don't want to happen. So just keeping all the muscles, all the parts working, it's just so important. And of course, there are the mental and emotional parts of strength training. When you feel confident, you can puff out your chest a little bit, and just your whole gait, your whole walking just becomes a lot more energetic, and you feel better about yourself. And one of the things when I work out, especially at the gym, I'll look in the mirror to see what those shoulders are doing, because I have some different back issues, and it can be easy, especially as we're working at our computer, and just kind of hunch over, and you don't want to do that. So all kinds of things, especially incorporating a little bit of stretching, but especially strength training so that your shoulders in particular stay strong. Even if you are like a little running rabbit like I am, it's still important to work the other parts of the body so everything stays consistent and strong. Like running, like any kind of aerobic activity, strength training releases endorphins in your brain. It's just a great mood alteration. It's not only about the aerobic activity. And if you have a heart rate monitor, you can see that your heart rate will go up sometimes as much as 20 or 30 beats per minute when you're doing some of the tough workouts. And the faster you do it, the more your heart rate will go up. But check with your doctor to see what your maximum and average heart rate for working out should be, because it is different for everybody. For me, I stay around 130 when I'm working out aerobically, and anywhere between 90 and 120 when I'm doing weights. So the watches, the monitors really make it easy for us to keep track of that and to set certain benchmarks and goals so that we know when we're actually really challenging ourselves. And the main thing about all this is it just makes you feel more confident and happier. And it also allows you, if you are strong, to remain living on your own so that you don't have to call up the kids and say, okay, guys, find me a nursing home. You know, I grew up as the youngest in my family, and OMG, you know, 2 older sisters, way older than me. And then my parents were both the youngest in their family. So I got to see the grandparents and the aunts and uncles get all these diseases of affluence, and sometimes just the genes kicking in with Alzheimer's and heart disease and diabetes. And I just had a whole lifetime to figure out what I didn't want to happen to me. So as soon as I was legally old enough to sign a contract at a gym, I became a gym rat and just started learning everything I could about how to keep those muscles strong. And of course, there are setbacks along the way, and you just have to deal with that and figure out what you can or can't do. And, you know, this morning I was lifting weights at the gym and just making sure we, you know, work around the difficulties, the obstacles. So don't let things set you back. Don't let things depress you if you can, just by, as I used to say with my kids, change 4 walls. Just get out of the house if you need to, or stay in the house and go to a different room where you can change your mood and start working out. When you're more fit, whether you're incorporating aerobic activity or strength training, it is also going to help your brain stay more alert, more cognizant. Just everything that you can do with weights is going to affect how you feel and how you function on a daily basis. So start strength training today. I can't stress how age is just a number. It is never too late to start. I have seen this in the running community sometimes. People who wait till like last year, you know, they don't have all the wear and tear on their bones or the accidents that may have happened along the way, so they'll do just fine. But even if you do have a history of working out and you've got certain issues now that are plaguing you, just try and work out with a personal trainer or an expert who can guide you along, a coach that will come up with a program that is right for your age appropriateness and the kinds of pre-existing conditions that pretty much we all have by the time we get to this stage of life. It's important to work with your coach or your trainer on a safe routine. And once you get that, you know, you don't need to keep paying them for working out with you unless you want to be accountable, and all of that works, whatever works for you. But just find some way to get out there and do a little bit of weight training, and then before you know it, it's like, I was at the gym for an hour this morning and I didn't want to leave. And I go with my boyfriend, and, you know, he comes over to me and it's like, I'm like a little kid. Can we just stay for 10 or 15 more minutes? Because it is so much fun. And he doesn't mind it either, because he always finds things to do that he likes. And if you go to a gym that has a lot of different equipment, then it really is like being a kid in a candy store. And you'll be amazed at the different kinds of things that you'll find that are interesting. But at a gym, they'll have the stationary machines, and those are good because they control your range of motion. And sometimes if we're working out with free weights, especially when we're working on the shoulders, you sometimes can stress your joints in ways that may not be good for you. So you have to be able to respect your range of motion, and working with the trainer can kind of help you figure that out, or, you know, just do it on your own. But grab some weights today and let me know in the comments what your daily routine is, or your weekly routine is, and what kinds of pieces of equipment you use. It can be real simple. You can also just use your body weight. One of the things I try and do before I leave the gym is get into a plank, because a plank position on your elbows can really work all parts of your body, especially the core, which needs to be strong, really strong, to help support your back and your shoulders and everything up on the way to your brain. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one if you want more inspiration about how to have a long, healthy life through being fit and checking out your lifestyle. All right, everyone, gotta run.